Welcome to another in the series from DriversPay, where we meet the directors, Mike Tyers and Lee Kerr. Guys, you both come from the taxi industry. Has that made you successful? Let's talk about the culture of the taxi industry and how you sort of fit, really.
Taxi industry, John, is no other industry. What you'll understand if you go and try to apply all the equations from any other industry, it will not fit the taxi industry. You have to be in it to know it. There's a saying in this industry, especially coming from our background, you have to talk the taxi talk. And that's from the taxi, that's speaking to the owners or from the driver's point. It's no other industry. Yes, it's changing, but the taxi industry in the UK is a very old industry. It's a very hard industry from the driver's point, and you have to be in the industry to know it and how to evolve in it as well. There's some really good characters, there's some crazy characters, but overall it's a fantastic industry to be in, and it's adapting and it's changing. And me personally, we love being in the industry. I've now worked in the industry for 12, 13 years, going from telecoms to managing fleets to being a driver myself in the past to being a part owner in a depot, and then obviously creating new technology for the industry and working with obviously the industry leaders as well, which is the dispatch software companies. And personally, we love being in the industry and we want to innovate any of our products and services within the industry, and I think we get a buzz working within the industry because it's a very fast-paced industry. Yes, on software wise, it's constantly changing. From a driver's point, it's constantly changing. From an operator's point, it's changing. But now the big boys are coming in the market, which is the motor vehicle companies, because there's a big change going from EV. And then there's a master plan, and I'm not going to tell any trade secrets, but between all the big companies globally, there's a master plan which is called the mobility plan. And this big mobility plan is now going to be fed into the taxi industry within the UK. And that's a global plan also. So we're more than happy to be a part of that plan within the mobility industry.
Exciting, John. It's a very exciting industry.
Okay. So guys, it's a very exciting industry, but you also have to have fun. What sort of things do you get up to have some enjoyment and fun with clients?
Yeah, we love competing with customers and interacting with clients. Not so much with DriversPay, but our previous companies. We've done racing days and sponsored race days with motor vehicles. I know a lot of the operators like horse racing as well, so they've done horse racing days. Mike and I attended numerous shows within the industry, and then after numerous shows, there's get-togethers. Within the industry, there's a lot of social networking as well. I think with DriversPay, we're talking about doing clay pigeon shooting.
There we are.
And doing a few, especially for our first 12 or 15 clients on board with us. We want to take them out and do a fun day with the clients and do a bit of shooting and take them out for a nice meal and just interact with them. I think fundamentally there's a lot of fun you can have in the industry, but one thing is that the operators in the past, were afraid to communicate because they're all competitors. But now the market's opening slightly. They're now understanding that, hold on a wee minute, we have to talk, we have to communicate, we have to network, because if they don't, the big digital companies are coming in and obviously they're taking a slice of the market. So through ourselves and other resellers within the market or other suppliers in the market, they're now coming out, they're now communicating together and they are talking together as well.
Knowledge is power in the day. Knowledge, it's all about knowledge now. They understand by communicating with each other. They can see what everybody's doing. They can help each other. Like soft mergers and stuff, they can pass work between each other instead of passing that work into the digital companies.
So with the world of taxi owners, I hear they're pretty tight-fisted, and you guys, I think you had a bit of history just selling SIM cards and mobile products to them. Has the attitude changed with what you're doing with DriversPay, where they're trying to, if you like, glean every penny out of every deal?
yes, they're very tight with their money. Look, that's understandable, obviously, with the current market conditions here at the moment in the UK. But
It's also the size of their fleets as well. When you got a fleet of 150 cars or 1,000 cars, them 5Ps or them 10Ps, they add up over a 2-year contract.
there is a different mindset now from our previous company offering within telecoms and IT. Yes, the operators would just bash the price right down to low margins. Look, in any business, you have to make margin. You know, profit's not a dirty word. If you don't make money, you won't have a business. Everybody needs to make money. So with our previous companies, within the telecoms industry, the margins have been so split right down. It's really worthless to be in that industry at the moment. I can see a difference within our sector with software and hardware. You know, the hardware and the software is a premium product, and I think the operators can see that it's a very premium product. It's also an asset to their business. And yes, there's some clients will ask us for slight discounts. Where the kiosk is concerned, we've taken a company stance that a part of our pricing policy with the kiosk, we were very stance in that where we looked at the competition on the market and we priced our product very, very low. We had a lot of empathy with the operators, and we said, you know, we'll price the product at a certain level, and that level was thousands below what was on the current market, and we believe it. They're getting value for money. There has been a few clients asked for discount. We just don't discount the kiosk because that's we don't want to undervalue the product. Where the software is concerned, we talk to every client, and based on each client, we'll have a chat with them. But we want to show value. So the product's a premium product, and we want to show value. And it's not a real price point. It's about what the product can do for them.
How much time it'll save them as well.
Yeah.
It's all about time at the end of the day. Time saving and being more efficient in the office stops errors happening, money going missing, and stops conflict in the office. Conflict in most taxi office, they must know conflict. You know, arguments about cash going astray, going missing, or not being in the envelope. The product stops that happening.
Yeah, can I cover something as well? So basically, my experience with a few of our large clients before they became DriversPay clients, because of the large element of cash, internally there's a lot of leakage. I mean, major leakage where not just a couple of £100 go missing. This is the thousands of pounds go missing for numerous years. And obviously because they're not on top of their security and their cash flow, everything was written on paper. There was no documents, there was no computerized systems. People, internal staff were getting away with stealing thousands and thousands of pounds, and especially now with technology now to clamp that down. Just alone to stop the leakage is worth investing in the technology, never mind everything else and all the rest of the benefits, which is going to save obviously on staff time and account errors and drivers coming in and asking for free depot rents or extended times. It just clamps away with all that. But the big fundamental thing is basically leakage and securing the cash on site. Or if it's not cash, they'll just take away cash and go digital, which is completely safe.
So you're in the business of really transforming those taxi companies and making it a happier place to work.
Yes, 100% on that.
Yeah.
If you've got happy drivers, you've got happy staff, you've got happy management.
Yeah.
Management take all the stress. The management will take it out on the staff, and the staff take it out on the drivers. This is a win-win situation for everybody. Drivers come in, they can either pay in the kiosk or pay by an app, save them going to the post office, don't make them park outside the office in parking, or go to the post office, go to the bank, or set up a standing order. You cannot you're creating more time. Yes, you're not bringing cash into the office, however you're creating time. The kiosk and the fusion software is automation at its best. It'll go straight in and stop all the conflict and all the arguments. Done.
Perfect. Guys, I think you're putting a lot of smiles on people's faces and starting to make some good money yourselves. So I wish you all the best. We'll talk to you later on about the disruptive nature of what you're up to. I think that'll be a fascinating topic in our next podcast.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.